What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Michael Flecha. Welcome to another edition, our first edition of the New York Ranger Roundup, right here on YouTube.com. Ranger fans, oof, there's really nothing more to say about it. This was just a rough game, guys, a rough beatdown. The Pittsburgh Penguins takes it to the New York Rangers. They beat them down 5-2 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. They take the 1-0 series lead, and let me tell you guys, this was as rough as it could have gotten. We start the scoring in the first period. It was basically even. Nothing was going on until Patrick Hornquist gets the goal at 1942 that gave the Penguins the 1-0 lead. Sherry and Chris Letang gets the assist on the game in the game, and at the end of one, it was 1-0 Pittsburgh. We raced right into the second period. Again, it was basically evenly matched. Both teams going right at it. Nothing major going on. And then Sidney Crosby scored, made it 2-0. Patrick Hornquist with the assist. The goal scored at 18:56. So after two periods, it was 2-0 Pittsburgh. Third period, crazy scenarios broke out in the third period. First off, let's talk about it. The Rangers gets on the board. Derek Stepan, power play goal at 3:10. Give the assist to Rick Nash and Derek Bernard, 2-1. Well, it didn't last very long because then after that, a shorthanded goal for the Penguins. Tom Klanuckle, I think is how you pronounce that. Barnito and Letang gets the assist. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Patrick Hornquist gets his second of the game on a power play goal. Kessel and Crosby with the assist. 4-1 Pittsburgh. Derek Stepan scores a goal at 10-11. Derek Boyle and Matt Zuccarello gets the assist. And that was his second of the game. And then the dagger. It was an empty net goal by Patrick Hornquist. Give the assist to Sidney Crosby and Daly. That made it 5-2. Game over. Penguins wins the game. And the worst fact of this, and this is the real crushing blow, the New York Rangers lost Henrik Lundqvist in the first period. Henrik Lundqvist suffered, it looks like, an upper body injury, a facial injury. He got hit during, I guess it happened in the first period. After that, he gave up that first goal. That was the goal to Hornquist, and never returned. Basically, Antiranta had to come in after that. It was basically, what can you say about this game? Basically, it was what we expected the game was going to be. And if you're expecting it to be a hard-hitting series, you're going to get hard hits. The hits were furious. It was fast. It was in your face. Basically, to really set the table, as Anthony Florio will jump in momentarily to do his Barry Melrose, it kind of was what we expected the series was going to be. The first two periods, it was hard-hitting. It was aggressive. Neither team really broke through. But once the goals started going, then it was like, whoa, okay. Third period, it was more back and forth, more action-packed, more excitement. But by then, it was already too little too late. The damage was already done, and the Penguins proved why they are one of the most dangerous teams going into the Stanley Cup playoff and wins this one going away. Saturday afternoon is a must-win game for the New York Rangers. You don't want to go down 0-2, but now, is Henrik Lundqvist even going to play in Game 2 because of the upper body injury? He needs to be out there, or this could be an open and shut case. With that said, Anthony Florio, give us your thoughts about the game. Give us the stats of the game, and it's all yours.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Michael Flecha, and hello, friends. It is Anthony Florio here with you for another year, another Stanley Cup playoff year of the Ranger Roundup, year 3. We're delighted to be here doing this for you once again. unfortunately, not under the circumstances we would have liked. I mean, I've said the last 2 years, the last 2 years have been a dream come true for us, Fletch. I mean, that miraculous run to the finals we had in 2014, and then last year coming within a game of going back and making a return trip to the finals and getting the rug pulled out under us by Tampa. But yeah, this year, not off to a good start. And I'll tell you what about Henrik Lundqvist. I actually saw that live as it happened. What happened was it was an inadvertent, it was his own guy. It was, I believe it was Mark Stahl. Mark Stahl had the stick up, and the blade of the stick caught Henrik Lundqvist darn near right around the eye area. I mean, it was right around there. That's what happened. I mean, and that's why Henrik Lundqvist. That's what happened to Henrik Lundqvist. It was just the blade of Stahl's stick got in his way and basically obstructed his vision and got in his way, and I guess the blade caught part of Henrik Lundqvist's eye. And from what I'm hearing, nothing is serious. I have heard, according to Alain Vigneault, Coach Vigneault, saying that Lundqvist is day to day. That's best. That's the best case scenario as far as I'm concerned. Day to day. So who knows, Fletch? I mean, there is a very realistic chance. I mean, day to day, and with game 2 now not until Saturday afternoon, there may be a chance we could have Henrik Lundqvist back in action. That's just me. That's just what I'm saying. So, of course, you know what I always say. Read into it what you will. Take it with a grain of salt, like our friend and colleague Derek Ferrer would always say. Yes, we do indeed need him, Fletch. You're darn right. You're darn tootin' we need him. Because if it's Ranta again, oh boy. This could be an open and shut series, and it could be what I was scared of all along. I mean, I was scared of this series when you announced that it was going to be against Pittsburgh the other night. When you were setting up our Ranger Roundup preview, I was like, oh boy, Pittsburgh again. Oh Jesus! But look what the Penguins closed out the regular season, winning 14 of 16, and their interim head coach, who I'm pretty sure is going to get that interim tag removed, Mike Sullivan. He replaced Mike Johnston, who was fired in around December. So Sullivan took over, and what a job he has done with this team, I got to tell you. And it showed here tonight. I mean, the Pittsburgh Penguins, they showed you why they are the hottest team in the NHL right now. And this was the team that nobody wanted to face in the playoffs. And unfortunately, we ended up drawing the short straw here. And man, oh man. And once Henrik Lundqvist went down, that was pretty much the death knell right there. And going down the numbers, that's what we're all about here. The New York Rangers outshot Pittsburgh 37-31 overall. Both teams were 1 for 5 on the power play, 20% rate. 10 penalty minutes aside for both sides. Penguins had the edge in the faceoffs, not by much. It was only 34-32. 52% to 48%. New York Rangers had the edge on the hits, 50 to 35 on the hits, but the block shots. Pittsburgh Penguins had 22 block shots. New York Rangers only had 10. And 3 stars of the game. Third star was Sidney Crosby. He had a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Number 2 star, backup goaltender Jeff Zatkoff. I know absolutely nothing about this guy. Nothing. I thought for sure it was Marc-Andre Fleury, but no. Jeff Zatkoff with the win tonight. Goals against average of 2.01, a save percentage of .946. He had 35 saves on 37 shots. And there's another goaltender, Tristan Jarry. I don't know what's going on with Fleury. I don't know if he got hurt or anything or what's going on with Fleury. And the star of the game, the number 1 star of the game, and rightfully so, far and away the best player on the ice for the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight, it was Patrick Hornqvist. A hat trick and an assist, 4 total points, a plus minus of 3. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Last time I checked. So, of course, we start with the winners, and like I said, far and away the best player on the ice was Patrick Hornqvist tonight. because of the hat trick. He also had 3 hits in the game, blocked a couple of shots. Sidney Crosby, Sid the Kid, definitely he was up there as well. He's another one of my stars of the game. Goal, 2 assists with 3 points, had a hit. He won 10 faceoffs, so a big edge for Sidney Crosby there. Chris Letang, I thought Letang had a great game as well. Had a couple of assists. He had 2 hits and a couple of blocks in there. I'm going to give Chris Kunitz another one of my players of the game. Chris Kunitz, nothing on the score sheet, but sometimes sometimes not being on the score sheet is a good thing. You know, less is more. And what Kunitz did tonight, he had 7 hits, had a couple of blocks. Those 7 hits led the team. 7 hits for Chris Kunitz, and Kunitz definitely was more like an enforcer tonight. And I thought he had a very good game as far as that goes. Eric Fair had 4 hits and a blocked shot, won a face-off. Another one I'm gonna throw in. I'm gonna throw in Matt Cullen because he won 12 face-offs. So give him the due right there. 12 of the face-off wins was him, and like I said, Sidney Crosby also had 10. Nick Bonino is another guy I'm gonna give. He's another guy I thought was great for Pittsburgh tonight. He had an assist, but he also had 3 blocks and 2 hits. And Ian Cole, 3 blocks and 3 hits for Ian Cole, another one of my stars of the night. Ben Lovejoy, I'm going to give him some credit too. He had 3 hits and 2 blocks. Connor Sheary with an assist and 2 blocks on the night. And but basically it was an all-around team effort. Phil Kessel, former Boston Bruin and Toronto Maple Leaf, had a couple of hits as well. This was basically a team effort. And even Fletch, even our old friend Carl Hagelin, it pains me to see him in a uniform other than ours. Hagelin, 3 hits and a block, even though he did commit that double penalty early in the 3rd period. I mean, that was his only downfall, but other than that, Hagelin I thought was spectacular as well. So this was basically an all-around team effort from the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. But like I said, and I'll even give it up to Zakhoff too. I mean, 35 saves on 37 shots. I mean, you got to give the goalie some credit too. And I also got to give the coaching edge. Of course, Mike Sullivan definitely outcoached Alain Vigneault tonight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And Patrick Hornquist, like I said, Hornquist far and away was the best player on the ice for the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. And of course, you also have to throw in Sid the Kid as well. I mean, Sid the Kid, a proven Ranger killer. And yeah, he was a Ranger killer again tonight, no doubt about that. So that's the edge for the Pittsburgh Penguins. As far as for the New York Rangers are concerned, I mean, a lot of guys, of course, when it comes to the stat sheet, of course, that was all Derek Stepan, 2 goals. He scored both of the Ranger goals tonight. But there were some positives from the New York Rangers. I will admit that. There were some positives, Fletch. Jesper Fast, 8 hits. He led the team in 8 hits. JT Miller, who had a career year this year, 7 hits, a block, and a takeaway. So I thought Miller played very good for the Rangers tonight. Brady Skye, I don't know. He's one of our young bucks. He had 5 hits, also had a block as well. So give him credit there. Tanner Glass had 5 hits. I thought he had a solid game for the Rangers tonight. Kevin Hayes, along with Kevin Klein and Chris Kreider, 4 hits apiece. And Klein, in addition to Klein and Kreider, they also had a block as well with their 4 hits. Ricky Nash had an assist, also had 2 hits and a block shot. Solid game for him. Brassard had an assist with 2 hits. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Rangers. I mean, Zuccarello, I mean, it's great to have Zuccarello back in the postseason. You know, he's a guy who you all remember it was in the clinching game against Pittsburgh last year in the Garden where Hagelin scored the winner to send the Rangers to the second round. you remember Zuccarello got hurt in that game. I still say to this day, he doesn't get hurt. I think the Rangers' fortunes would have been completely different a year ago. Would they have won the Stanley Cup? Very likely, I think. Very likely. Because Zuccarello is the heart and soul of that team. Let's not kid ourselves. And he had an assist. He also had a hit and a takeaway. So he had a solid game as well. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I really don't see anything else. Eric Stahl had a couple of hits. Mark Stahl had a block shot, but Mark Stahl, wrong place at the wrong time, my friend. Your stick blade inadvertently catches the best in the world at what he does in the eye. Yeah, that's gonna put you in not so good graces amongst us. Even though I know it was an accident. I know it was inadvertent, but awareness, son. You got to have awareness, and you clearly didn't have it. So pray to the good Lord above that Henrik Lundqvist, day to day as he is, will be ready to go for Saturday. But yeah, I mean, but to me, Stepan was our scoring star, obviously. Faust and Miller with the hits, and this young kid, Sky, Skjei. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm just winging it. Glass was fine. Hayes, Klein, and Kreider were fine too. But other guys I want to see more from. Most notably, Keith Yandel. I want to see more from Yandel tonight. I mean, he had some good passes. His stick handling was fine, but I really want to see Yandel get on the. He absolutely did nothing. I mean, 3 shots on goal. That's all he had. Had a plus-minus, a -1. Nothing on the score sheet. Nothing on the defensive side. So I want to see Yandel. Because remember, Yandel was one of our big stars during our run last year to Game 7 of the conference finals. But tonight he did not play like that guy that we saw a year ago. Hopefully we can get Nash on the goal scoring side. Same for Zooks as well, because Zook was our leading goal scorer this year, as well as our leading point man as well. So, and Danny Boyle, I want to see more from Boyle. Only had 1 block. That's it. 1 shot on goal. Had an assist, though. I'll give him that. But for the New York Rangers, Fletch, it's very simple. Henrik Lundqvist. That's the difference maker right there. He's got to be ready to go. Day to day. That's usually a good thing. And I'm hoping that this day to day, and seeing that we have 2 days off and that we're not playing again until Saturday afternoon, hopefully that'll give Henrik Lundqvist enough time to rest up, and he'll be ready to rock and roll. And then hopefully we can have the New York Rangers, win Game 2 and send the series back to the Garden. Even Steven come Tuesday. So that's pretty much my 2 cents on what happened here tonight. So team effort by the Pittsburgh Penguins. They played 5 stars. The New York Rangers, solid but not good enough. And remember, solid does not cut it in the Stanley Cup playoffs. In the regular season, solid is fine. You can run with solid all you want in the regular season. But the regular season is over now. It's playoff time. You can't be solid. You got to be damn near perfect if you want to win the Stanley Cup. It's the most difficult trophy in the world to win, my friends. The way the New York Rangers played tonight, well, they're going to be winning no cup this year. Yet again. Add to the drought. That's all I got to say. So shape up or ship out, guys. It's simple as that. And Henrik Lundqvist, I'm hoping that you're ready to go. Because if it's Ranta again, I don't like our chances. I really don't. Because if they play like this and the Penguins play the way they did tonight, and like they've had for the last month or two, needless to say, year 3 of the Ranger Roundup is going to be very short lived. I hope I'm wrong about that, because you know how much we've loved doing this Ranger Roundup the last couple of years. We've had a good, we had the run at the finals 2 years ago, nearly got back there again last year. We keep playing like this, we ain't even getting out of the first round. It's as simple as that. So that's it on that. So And before I throw it back to you, Fletch, I want you all to go to Derek Ferreira's Facebook page, as he had a couple of big announcements. One from the world of professional wrestling, as far as the dirt sheet is concerned, and another big announcement regarding the docket for next week's Strictly Sports. It's all right. I mean, not this Friday's night show, but next Friday's show. If you didn't hear that news, check it out, because it's another one of our biggest shows of the year. And quite frankly, I'm already giddy about it. So I just wanted to get those couple of announcements off. So with that being said, Michael Flecha, I don't know if you want to, throw in your 2 cents about this game tonight. You being the Doc Emmerich or Gary Thorne, as you are, me being the Mellows and the Clement. So back to you, Doc.
Well, all that really needs to be said was Pittsburgh came out. It was basically an even period for the first two. Pittsburgh got a couple of lucky breaks, got the goals, and then we saw more wide open hockey in the third period. It really started to turn at the end, but at the end of the night, the New York Rangers do indeed fall, and they need to win game 2 and at least get a split going back to the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, and hopefully the home cooking will help the Rangers get back into this series, because right now Pittsburgh looks like a very motivated team, and trust me, Pittsburgh has been on the brink many times before, but has never been able to beat the Rangers when it comes to the Stanley Cup playoffs, because both times that the Rangers have played the Penguins, the Rangers have dumped Pittsburgh out of the playoffs, especially under this new format, Metropolitan and Atlantic Division type style playoff format. So definitely a big game in game 2 on Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. The game will be exclusively on NBC. And then, of course, Saturday night, maybe Sunday, depending on how we feel, we'll do another edition of the Rangers Roundup, and that will be for game 2 of the series. And then Tuesday night will be game 3 at the world's most famous arena. So with that said, we're going to cap it off here tonight. We want to thank you guys for watching this. Please leave a comment at the bottom. Please like the video, share it with all your friends and everybody else, and all the hockey fans out there. We hope that you guys enjoy it. For Anthony Florio, I'm Mike Flecha. We'll see you guys on Saturday or Sunday for another edition of the New York Ranger Roundup. However, before we get into it, remember on Friday night is Strictly Sports on Anthony's channel, The Tone 25, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube.com. So until then, it's Mike Fletcher. You know the routine. Hugs and hand pounds. We out. So long for now. Bye-bye.